Hey guys, just wanted to give a quick overview and brief review and thoughts on the Paramilitary 2. I actually picked this knife up off of Instagram, believe it or not. Never bought a knife off of Instagram, but apparently a lot of people do, and went pretty well. You can actually find a lot of good deals on there, believe it or not, if you look at the right places. This is a knife that I kind of wanted for a while, and it's actually really hard to get. Out of stock at Blade HQ and a lot of different websites. I did see a few on Amazon.com, believe it or not. But when I saw the opportunity to get this one, I just went ahead and kind of took a leap of faith and bought it. I know it's a good knife. I mean, there's a reason why they're sold out. Heard nothing but very good things about them. I never handled a Paramilitary 1, so I can't really compare it. And I did EDC this very briefly. That's the only reason why I'm a little bit reluctant to really call this a review, because I like to review things after I use them really hard and put it through its paces. But I didn't really do that with this one. I just carried it for a couple weeks, and it's just been in my rotation. So I can only comment as to my initial impressions, to be fair. But right off the bat, the build quality is typical Spyderco, very, very top-notch. No complaints in the quality department. The blade came razor sharp, as most Spydercos do. The fit and finish is just flawless, absolutely no play in the blade. The blade is centered very well. To be honest, I don't care that much about centering. I mean, if it's like way off and it's hitting the scales, I guess that's a problem. But I do have a couple knives that aren't dead center, that were a little bit higher end, and I guess that really gets to some people, just because if you spend a certain amount of money on something, it's I guess it's a fair expectation. Anyways, that's kind of sidetracking. From what I understand, the Paramilitary 2 is kind of an ergonomic upgrade from the Paramilitary 1. There was a couple things that people, I guess, desired out of the Paramilitary 1, and Spyderco answered the call and did a couple handle design changes, along with some other changes. Again, I don't know the exact ones, but I know they just made the handle a little bit more ergonomic. I think the clip positioning was another upgrade. You can put it anywhere you want. This was already set up for tip up right hand carry, which is how I leave all my knives. One thing I was kind of interested in was this compression lock, which is kind of like a reverse liner lock in a way. Basically, the lock is on the top here instead of traditionally on the bottom, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I actually do like it a lot. And the reason for that is because it allows you to open and close it a little bit easier one-handed. You can do that with a liner lock, I understand, but with the way that this knife is set up, and I'll show you, you can compress the lock like so, and not have any of your fingers exposed to the blade. You can press it down and just give it kind of a quick whip down like that, and it'll bring. Sometimes it'll lock. Sometimes you just have to push it with your thumb, and obviously you can open it with the thumb hole, but you can also kind of whip it out with the lock. I'm kind of in a compressed space, so it's a little bit hard, but it's just another thing you can do. It's not, I know it wasn't meant to open that way, but in a pinch you can do that. But I do like being able to close it one-handed very easily. So as far as the ergonomics, this knife is super comfortable in hand. It feels like it was molded to your hand. They just have the cutouts at the exact right spots. You also have the option of choking up on the blade like this if you want. They have a little bit of jimping here. The jimping is actually the perfect amount of aggressiveness. Not too rough, but not too smooth where it doesn't even matter. So I like that a lot. I think it looks excellent. This is a black blade with the black handles. Some people don't like this because after you use it, you can see the wear a little bit more. I did use it for some food prep. I cut through stuff like, you know, nothing hard, but like bones and stuff, and it seemed to hold up okay. You see it, you can see it fade just a little bit, but I actually don't mind the way that it wears. It wears kind of nicely. It kind of reminds me of like a 1911, you know, that has some holster wear, or any gun that has some holster wear. It doesn't look scratched. It just kind of looks like faded. So to me, it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. I think it wears well, and the entire black look is to me very appealing. So, but I think it's overall very, very well thought out knife. The size to me is perfect. It's pretty thin, so you don't feel in your pocket a whole lot. Yet when you open it, you know, it really is a nice full-size utility blade. So great knife, great design. I'll be hanging on to it for a while, for sure. So that is the Paramilitary 2 by Spyderco. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If there's any questions or comments, leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching.